Tonight on NXT, Cassius Ohno seeks to dominate the arrogant Kona Reeves. The Forgotten Sons break into the limelight, facing off against the Street Profits. Kairi Sane versus the fresh-faced newcomer, Trish Adora. Velveteen Dream, he dreams of bringing down Johnny Gargano, but will he make it a reality? Let's find out and get into the nitty-gritty.
And here we begin with a fateful journey of Cassius Ohno. We start the night with Cassius Ohno versus Kona Reeves. Kona is dead. He's dead now. I can't think of anything else. He got squashed. He put up some offense, but really in the end, this wasn't about Kona Reeves. This was about Cassius Ohno. After Cassius Ohno takes down Kona Reeves, cuts a promo on his fall from popularity, stating that he's come to the conclusion the reason why the buzz is gone is because there's always somebody new. So he's going to make it his job to make sure that every new face is knocked to the back of the line. So yeah, heel turn Cassius Ohno. We get the debuting The Forgotten Sons, with Wesley Blake, Cutler, and I forget the other guy's name, but I will remember them. They're not like forgotten or anything. Versus the Street Profits. Montez Ford takes on Wesley Blake to begin. Ford quickly tags in Dawkins after a brief grapple, and the two begin to unleash on the Forgotten Sons. Dawkins and Ford push them out of the ring, and Ford see it as a trio. Cutler tags in, but is brought down by Montez Ford. After a quick grapple, Cutler breaks out, tags in Blake, and the two begin working in tandem to crush Montez Ford. After a few minutes of scuffling with Ford finally manages to struggle his way over to Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins takes out both Blake and Cutler, and then Ford brings Blake down with a massive DDT, but before he could capitalize and really get that pin in, he gets interfered by two people with masks. Ford, not the idiot, decides to run up and remove one of the masks to reveal that it's the Mighty that were attacking them. So yeah, that happened. Cutler and Blake, however, take advantage of the distraction, and Cutler takes Montez Ford out with a knee drop from the top turnbuckle. But because Blake was the one who was tagged in, he pins Ford for the 1, 2, 3. The Forgotten Sons win their debut match against the Street Profits. Alright, and then, Regal interviews Heavy Machinery, and Dozovic confesses! It's time for him to tell the truth. For him to tell William Regal what really happened. That it was he who broke the toilet because coffee is a diuretic. The more you know. I probably won't remember to put in that graphic. We had a War Raiders vignette threatening the Undisputed Era. They want to bring an end to the Undisputed Era. And hearken a new era of raiding wars! Like, I don't know, storage wars, pawn wars, I don't know. What kind of wars are there that they can raid here in the US? Race wars? Nah. Kairi Sane decides it's time to really bring the championship in front of the NXT crowd. She's got this nice chest set up filled with gold and her NXT belt. She grabs a couple handfuls of the gold and throws it out to the crowd. Hopefully no one gets hurt by this. She did throw them pretty lightly, but you know, some people are too close. But yeah, it was Kairi Sane versus Trish Adora, which sounds like a hat.
Yeah, look at me. I just tried out my new Trish Adora. It's rather comfortable.
Kairi dominated the start of this match, bringing Trish down with an axe kick and a couple of rolling neck breakers. She hits Trish with the sliding D. That's a name that needs work. Taking her down. Just before she can celebrate after pinning Trish Adora, Shayna Baszler's music hits, saying she's going to enact her rematch clause soon. Shayna goes towards the ring to attack Kairi Sane, but it proves fruitless as Shayna Baszler is immediately set upon by Kairi Sane and then hit with an interceptor. Shayna Baszler makes her escape. We had a promo from Ciampa berating the crowd. You know, usual Tommaso Ciampa stuff. And then we get to the main event. Johnny Gargano versus the Velveteen Dream. Dream begins by taunting Gargano, and then following up by dragging Johnny to the ground. Dream attempts to push Johnny down. Gargano just kind of looks at him and then just slams him down into the ground, which means that the smaller, lighter, I won't say weaker, but less strong, someone who's less strong than the Velveteen Dream is stronger than the Velveteen Dream. I won't apply logic to wrestling. It's like D&D. You never apply logic to wrestling. And then afterwards, we started getting battling chants of Velveteen Dream versus and Johnny wrestling. And as Dream attempts to leap behind Gargano by leaping off the top turn, that whole bounce off the top turnbuckle to go behind the person as they're charging you into the corner. Gargano's too smart for that, however, and just kind of waits for a moment, and then elbows Velveteen Dream. Dream then gets set upon outside the ring by Johnny Gargano, who begins to unload all of his pent-up frustration and rage on Velveteen Dream. Gargano is starting to get more and more unsteady, more and more unstable as the match progresses. Dream starts unloading on Gargano as soon as they get back into the ring, starting to work the back of Johnny Gargano as well as his knee. Slamming into one corner, slamming him into the other. Gargano attempts to return the favor by promptly attempting to slam Dream. But yeah, that didn't work, because Dream reversed it, throws him into the other corner, and then hits him with the backbreaker. Goes for the pin, Gargano kicks out. Dream continues to work the back and then gets Gargano into a sleeper hold, which right in the middle of the ring, and Gargano, instead of reaching for the rope like a normal person would, decides to go in a circle while he's in a sleeper hold. So he's like, I can't get the rope, I keep rotating myself. Which proved ineffective. Surprise, surprise. After that, Johnny manages to slam Dream into a corner, but every counterattack that Gargano has, Dream meets in spades, beating him each time, until finally Gargano reverses the DDT on him, and then hits him with a step-up enziguri. Gargano hits Dream off the apron with a super kick, followed up by a cannonball that he almost missed Dream on. He went almost over his head, hitting his back on the ground. Afterwards, the two go at it in the ring, fighting from the ground before Dream manages to go get him into a leg drop. Couldn't capitalize on the pin. Gargano and Dream continue to hit each other or attempt to pin each other, all while trying to work from the ground. But neither of them could quite capitalize on the other. The two make their way out to the apron and begin slugging each other. Dream attempts to get the Death Valley driver on the apron, but Gargano escapes. Which is funny, because it's also the name of submission hold. Dream brings him to the middle of the ring and hits him with the DDT to pin. Dream almost gets him there. Gargano, who's laid on the apron, so Dream gets Gargano out onto the apron and attempts to hit him with a elbow drop. Gargano rolls out of the way and Dream hits his arm on the apron. Gargano decides to capitalize and get him into the Gargano escape, but he gets him outside the ring, and the look on his face is not a man who's very stable right now. A very stable genius. But I think this was a huge mistake. Then Gargano, almost losing his sanity, tries to hit him with the stand-up DDT from the apron. The same kind of move that Ciampa's been pestering and beating Gargano with. He regains his senses and rolls Dream back into the ring and attempts to really buckle down and do it the honorable way. So Dream decides to insult him and just call him a failure. You're a failure! Johnny Failure! Dream's bait was a success. Gargano attempts to launch an assault in pure and utter anger. Dream capitalizes and hits him with the Dream Valley Driver and pins Gargano for the 1, 2, 3. And Gargano loses the match. Also, Velveteen Dream won. Nice. The send-off from the crowd was kind of hilarious. After the match was over, there were dueling chants of Johnny Wrestling and Johnny Failure. As he gets out of the ring, he looks at the ramp and he just doesn't find himself worthy of going up the ramp, so he decides to take the side entrance. And as he's walking off, the empathetic crowd looks at this distraught wrestler and goes, na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. But of course, as he's leaving, before the camera finishes rolling, you do hear just, Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. But yeah, I think we're seeing him at the very brink of a heel turn. And I'd like to see what happens with this. The main event was absolutely brilliant storytelling. I could have done without the rest of the show. I mean, the Kairi Sane Shayna Baszler interaction was nice. The Forgotten Sons had a great... Oh, no, I won't say great. They had a good debut match, and they did win, which is a nice boon to start off with when you're debuting on TV. So, I think all in all, I'm going to give NXT a B. Let me know what you think. I'll have the poll up here for you to grade along with me. Or if you have more details, leave them in the comments down below. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button, hit subscribe. I don't really mind. But yeah, this has been Real Honesty without John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Durbinator. And you have a great night.